Good look at his numbers on the season. Big time strikeout pitcher. He dominates right-handed hit.
Series here in 2008. And the first. Burnett coming off a very rough start against the Baltimore Orioles on Saturday. To the crowd, he very quickly apologized for that after the game. That's hit foul. And he quickly said that was a bad maneuver. He gave up 8 runs. He's 2-2 Ontario. The kick in the pitch, and that. But Lou wants to give him a little rest. There's ball 4. That was not too far off the plate, but a leadoff walk to Terry. Is a major leaguer. Second stint with the big league team. A little bit on one of his breaking balls. Ontario off and running. That was a breaking ball and safe at second. That's. Meanwhile, 1-1 on Hoffpower. The pitch.
That's it. Do in the American League because of the designated hitter. So because
Cubs have the best record in the major leagues. The Blue Jays are at 500, and they're in 4th in the American League East, 7.5 out. 2-2 to Hoffpower, swinging and throws so hard that his curveball. Now former Florida teammates, and Derek is 2 for 6 against Burnett. Oh. Swing and a miss.
They would rather have the day off.
Ontario at second base, 1 out, the 1-2 pitch. Bouncer right back to Burnett. They had Ontario caught between second and third and first base. There are 2 outs, and a Ramos takes when Reed Johnson was hit with a pitch with the bases loaded.
Out of Wrigley Field, he would swing at any 3 pitches you threw up there, trying to hit the ball out onto Waveland Avenue.
Hit. He thought that one too. He also said, I said, now when you take a walk, are you disappointed that you don't have an opportunity to, to get a hit or drive in a run? He said no. He said we have good hitters behind me in the lineup. So he is happy to take those walks. He also says he should have 50 already. He says I've swung at some bad pitches late in the count. That's outside.
And that's the important thing.
Do you like my investigative journalism?
I like that. Yes, yeah. Indeed.
Lee will run on a 3-2. There he goes. And it's driven down the right field line. This ball is slicing, and it's going to end up foul. There is a fair amount of foul territory in this
event happens to be going on here. But still plays really nice as a baseball stadium.
Another 3-2 pitch, and that one's hammered out toward the gap. Derek Lee on his way to third base. Mike Quaddy's going to hold him up. At first he tried to send him. But Brad Wilkerson lineup, who is very accustomed to the parks in the Central League, have the
and translates everything for Kosuke so that he's able to digest the pitch.
First and third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. They're making Burnett work here in this inning as Fukudome walks. That's the second one given up by Burnett.
And he'll have the Cubs lineup. So why would teams pitch to him? But with this year's lineup,
the 1-0.
A.J.Burnett, the way he's struggling here in this inning.
That's a called strike. Love Tim Cheetah's strike call. The 2-1 to Soto. Lifted in the air. Out into left center. It's Brad Wilkerson under it. And A.J.Burnett threw 32 pitches. Second inning as Jim Edmonds hits a tapper. Burnett off the mound quickly, and he flips to Lyle Overbay. So 1 pitch and 1 out. That's certainly what A.J. Burnett wants. Quick out in Southern California. Fans here north of the border. Ticket windows opened. They knew you were coming back. You and Dan Plesac.
Very, very limited playing time in my Blue Jays career, but I got to tell you, it was an exciting time as DeRosa hits a one-hopper right to England at second base. Easy out over at first.
Out there in center. And I don't remember the year. We don't have to look it up, but it can find you. They do have curtains.
No,
you're not a feet guy.
Not necessary to see those feet. We had to get in the middle of the night and didn't really see any reason to impress the Bell boys with our ties, so anything but sandals was good.
I got you. Cubs go down in order, still scoreless. Third inning, and it's the top of the order for the Cubs. Terrio, Hoffpower, and Lee. His first time up. Of Terrios, and I started to ask him, how many guys did you play with at LSU? Brian Wilson, Ryan Jorgensen. Pretty good teams.
Ballpark like the Rogers Center here to see how the ball carries, to see what the background looks like.
Rios was playing in, and that makes it a relatively routine catch. And direct TV.
It was tough.
Carlos, you might as well put that bat away. Although I guess he could be. Walked the leadoff hitter in the 8th and was taken out. Hoffpower missed that, and he has now fanned twice. Visit Cubs.com today. Clammy Sosa, ace.
Yuppie was a puckhead.
So Kane, the 2-2 to Derek Lee, fouled back. That's a big, big story. Swing and they miss. So A.J.Burnett has now sent down 7 straight since a rocky first. A lot of hardware and rings. Well, we'll get into the answer coming up. And
move the way they were supposed to. What's he doing out there? Gio giving.
They have 7 complete games, most in the majors, and the starters nobody knows about because he has toiled up here in Canada for a long time. By Halliday tomorrow, think about this. He had a 4 complete game streak in April. 4 straight starts. He went the distance.
They'd already given him the Cy Young Award.
Swing and the miss. Rare strikeout for Ramos.
Well, he's starting to use his fastball on both sides of the plate. This time a little tailing fastball up and into Ramirez off the plate. Well, if you stay too one-sided against any major league offense, they're going to make you pay with both his fastball and his curveball.
Always quite sure where it's going.
That's because he's not always quite sure where it's going.
So I was an 8th round pick of the Mets back in 1995. Second, he threw a no-hitter the year before. He walked 9 at San Diego. Remember Tim Spooneybarger?
Sure.
Tommy John surgery in 2003. Also in the band. Tim Spooneybarger somewhere. The 3-2 to Fukudome. And that one is into left for a base hit.
He flied out to left field and just missed a pitch.
Drilled to left, but it's going to hold up there for Wilkerson. For a pinch hitter, Reed Johnson, who got hit by the first pitch. The 1-1 pitch. There's a deep drive by Edmonds that sends Rios back to the wall. It's off the wall. He just missed a home run. Kosuke's going to score easily. And Edmonds with an RBI double. It's 3-1.
First base.
During the first Cubs run. Meters and now quickly converted. We know 100 meters equals 328 feet. That's what it is down both lines.
Yeah, don't even get me started on Fahrenheit and Celsius.
Yeah, hot day. It's get a little math with your baseball tonight here on Comcast Sportsnet as DeRosa takes a call third. Cubs do get on the board, however. They now trail 3-1. Man here in the fifth, Ryan Theriot leading off, basically the number 2 guy as normal. And then you have Hoffman. Rolen is in at third base. And Patterson showing bunt.
They were charging hard.
Lead the Cardinals 3-0 as they play the second. Patterson strikes out. That's the only
Well, this one comes on the curveball. You know, since he's throttled back a little bit on that curveball, he's had better command of it. You mentioned early on he was throwing his curve in the low 80s. He's backed off a little.
John was born on Saturday.
All right.
They head home next weekend to play the White Sox. They'll be working on an 11-game home winning streak. Well, they lead this one 3-1, and Hoffpower just got hit on an 0-2 pitch. We'll see if that one comes back to haunt him. Kerry Wood, who also was a Rookie of the Year along with Vernon Wells, probably won't be available. The 2-1. That's a strike. You can see they're doing the wave here at Rogers Center. Hoffpower at first, 2-2 to Lee. And Micah did a really nice job. That ball didn't get very far away from Barajas. So it was a wild pitch. And now a 3-2 to Lee. Shrimp cocktail. Ball 4. Loaded hit by pitch since July 8, 1992. Ray Sanchez was hit by Rob Dibble. That one probably hurt a little more. Yeah. With 2 outs. Burnett's nickname is inside the clubhouse. It's not a word that. Ready for a 1-2 to Ramirez. A bouncer right to Eckstein. He'll flip to England, and that's the inning. So the Cubs strand 2 no hits. And they still details on how you could be part of the fun. 5. Kosuke has walked, singled, and scored. Collapsed and passed away today in an apparent heart attack, just 58 years old. We saw him last year or the year before at a Cubs Nationals game in Washington, D.C. That's flared, and it's a base hit for Kosuke. Right-hander Brian Wolf is up for the Jays. Keep this in mind. If it gets to a single in June, he has already lost 3 times. He faked towards second, and the pitch by taken all the way for
to your strong field.
Kosuke runs this time, and he had. The 3-2 of Fukudome on the move. Ball 4. Fans' best friend. John Gibbons is going to take the baseball from his starter A.J.Burnett. They'll go into the bullpen. It's the Heineken call to the pen. And it's Brian Wolf coming on.